Hey guys, so today I just wanted to show you just a really quick short preview of my filming space area. So this is where I film. It's a little messy right now because I'm in the middle of a project, and there's also some books waiting down, a book right here that we just made. So, ignore that. But I just wanted to give you some ideas for your filming space when you're thinking about starting to film your own tutorials or film flip throughs or whatever. So this little like cage area here around here that you see, that's just PVC pipe that's been connected. It's super cheap. You can pick it up at Lowe's or Home Depot or, wherever. And it's just been connected to each other. And then there's a piece of copper pipe that runs the length here. And then this plastic that you're seeing around here, that is actually, hang on one second. So that is actually my lighting. So it's daytime here right now, so it's kind of hard to see, but these are actually really bright. And they're also daylight colored bulbs, and we've just taped them on here. But they're LED, so they don't get hot. And because it's like a rope light, I can rope it around the whole way around and create an illuminated whole entire area. Whereas with like your standard, desk lamp or whatever, like this is what I used to use. The light is very concentrated, and also most bulbs are yellow in color, which sort of distorts the color of your journals and everything else. Whereas the daylight color bulbs will give you a more true to color. So if you can't or don't want to film near a window, this is a great solution. And then as far as filming, most of the time I just film on my phone. That's what I'm filming on right now. And we have one of these. These are like, I think this is like a knockoff brand, but there's something called Gorilla Pod or Gorilla something or other. I'll link it in the description below, that you can get that'll wrap around anything. So we have this pipe set up here, but you could have something else like a shelf or something, and you can connect it to that. And then this little guy right here, this pulls out. See if I can get that to focus. This pulls out and expands, so you can just stick your cell phone in there, and then your phone goes in there. Here's like a little controller. Your phone goes in there, and it'll hold it like that, and then you just film, and it'll film everything with that, from this perspective, the overview, where you can see everything I'm doing from the top, which is really great. And that's part of the reason we put this here. I also used, this folds up. This plastic here is very lightweight. And the way my husband constructed it, I can fold in these outer parts, which makes it really lightweight. So if I want to go film somewhere else, or I want to go film near a video, if I want to go film near a window, I can easily do that. And then like right over here, I have just anything I need that I frequently use with my videos. So I've got my Singer sewing machine right here. I've got a book press. I've got, my scissors, punches, of course, Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. Who doesn't have that? My Fabri-Tac, my glue, whatever my most recent project is. And I have a few other custom things over here that we've made that make my bookmaking a little bit easier. So it may not look familiar, but if you guys are interested, like this is a to help us punch holes through our signatures and things like that. And then we also use this book press, although a lot of the time, I'm just going to be real with you, we just put books on it like everybody else. But I do love that book press. The book press really we use when we're doing like a Coptic stitch, or we're doing a case bound book and we're gluing the spine, like this part of the spine of the book. That book press comes in really handy for that. But for the actual like making sure the book stays flat, we just throw a couple of huge textbooks on it. So yeah, and then I also have, you'll see over here, right there. This is a second desk I also have a microphone that I sometimes use when I'm recording tutorials up close, just because that gives me a little bit better audio than my phone gives me. But you don't need that. I happen to have that because I have other work that I do that I require it for that has nothing to do with junk journaling. So it's there, so sometimes I use it, but you definitely don't need it. Like, as you can tell, I'm on my phone right now talking, and I'm pretty sure you can hear me pretty crisply. It's not, perfect audio or anything like that, but it's pretty good. And yeah, so this whole setup, I think, is probably $30, maybe $40. I mean, altogether, if you count in all the supplies and everything else, this whole setup, it's relatively cheap. And you could certainly do it cheaper. Like, you don't necessarily need this whole setup that I've got. It's just what I ended up liking over time. You could just get this little guy right here. I think it's like $15, maybe even less, on Amazon. And, hook that to a shelf or something else that overlooks your work area, sit near a window, you've got your daylight, and you're good to go. So please, please, please don't let like the whole filming thing intimidate you. I'm going to put a post together, and I'll link that below as well, that just sort of walks you through the whole process. And if you guys have questions, like, feel free to leave them in the comments below, send me an email, whatever. I'm happy to help you guys if I can. I know I was super intimidated by this whole process when I started, and it's actually a heck of a lot easier than you would think it is. So I think that's it for today. Talk to you guys again soon.